starting meditation shortly. Good morning. This is Deborah Gordan, and welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Sachse. Our leader here is Kim Andrews, and if you tune in just about an hour from now, 11 o'clock Central, you can hear what is always a wonderful talk, uplifting. Kim always gives takeaways for daily life, so it's a wonderful time for us to join together. And what we do right now at 10 o'clock on Central on Sundays is we just have a guided meditation, just get comfortable together, let some things go, lift some things up, and just get quiet together. So let's do that. Get comfortable in your chair. Take some time to do that. Oh. I always have to work some kinks out a little bit here and there in my neck and shoulders. Whatever you need to do to kind of feel solid in your chair and comfortable. It helps me to put my feet flat on the floor, but whatever works for you. And let's focus on our breath. Let's take a few nice deep breaths, and as you breathe in, picture this lovely, brand new day that we've been given. And breathe out. Let go of the tensions of the day or the week. Sometimes it helps to vocalize, just imagine letting it go. And as you breathe in, this is this beautiful, unwritten day. We have fresh choices, new vision. We breathe in that breath of life and breathe out concerns, cares, just busy-mindedness. If you're like me, you tend to just overdo. So let's just relax and not be a doer right now, just be a beer. Let's just be still together. So we breathe in the breath of God, that goodness, just waiting to bless us, blessing us all the time, but happy for our choosing to be aware of it. And we breathe out. And I was thinking just before we started of how, to me, prayer and meditation are kind of a combo. The prayer is the reaching to something higher than yourself. The meditation, being willing to listen and being open to guidance. And so the breath to me is like that, where as you're breathing in and your lungs are expanding, let's just imagine for a moment. Let's focus on the fact that we're reaching beyond our current awareness, above, beyond, however you like to imagine it. Something that is more than what we know of to be us. So let's just take a deep breath and know that there's so much knowledge and power out there that we have yet to tap into, that we don't even know yet. So many answers. We breathe in that divine wisdom, that divine intelligence. We just call it into our awareness at this time. This is what we wish to focus on. And as you breathe out, let's just imagine that as your lungs contract, you're also bringing your awareness to the fact that you're connecting that to that center of yourself within. So breathing out and breathing in, inward. Picture that cycle of breath. Breathing in, accepting the gift that is life itself. Breathing out, letting go of those things unlike, that perfect flow of life that is being offered to us. And like we were talking about last week, let's just focus on bringing what we authentically feel right here and right now. Any of the stress and concerns, any of those projects, all of that. Let's just bring our authentic self to sit in this chair at this time. And let's step into a white room with our whole selves and continue that breathing process. And we see a table before us. And it's as though we're emptying our pockets and just placing all of those thoughts and concerns and cares on that table. You might even see particular people in your mind that you have concerns for, that you're placing on this table, or projects or thoughts. Just laying them on the table, trusting that what you need will stay with you, it'll come back to you. But what you no longer have need of, you're willing to surrender to this room at this time. So that when you feel your pockets are empty, there comes a point where you let yourself just be. Be in this room, in this place, and know that all that you are right here and right now is enough. It's just exactly what it's supposed to be. Nothing more, nothing less. And you breathe. Release even the tiredness of this physical body, the tiredness of your mind. There's nothing you have to do other than be right here, right now. And let's affirm in this time that there are ones all over the planet who join their minds with ours in reaching for something more, something better, something good, something healing. And we join together, we connect with these minds that would lift the consciousness of the whole planet, that just by our choosing to connect with goodness itself, we connect with these ones. And whether they are aware of it or not, if they are lifting their hand to serve, if they are offering a kind gesture or a kind word, they are lifting the consciousness of the all. You too. Acknowledge that in yourself. With every gesture, with every smile, with every kind thought, with every belief of goodness, we are lifting the all. And that's an affirmation at this point. But let's allow ourselves to feel into what that means. By doing so, we will begin to own it. So let's imagine that we're stepping outside of that white room now into a beautiful garden. And we're seeing that those flowers planted long ago are going more into a fuller blossom now. We see color all around us. We see lush green and all the different colors of the rainbow in the flowers. And in this place, there's no allergies or concerns. It's just enjoyment of the beauty. Just enjoyment. You can stop and look and smell and touch. And it's all just the fragrance offered. Let's think about that for a minute. Nature. That part of nature is offering up something that blesses the senses, that invites joining. When you think about that fragrance, drawing the birds and the insects to come enjoy. And for us as well, that we are wired to appreciate the beauty, the color, the fragrance, the very shape of these natural things. And to me, I always think that, wow, our divine creator loves us, that we are wired to appreciate this. Blessings all around. How blue the sky. How soothing is it to our spirit to just stop and look up, to hold the vast blue as far as the eye can see. Little wisps of white cloud reminding us just how high up that is. We really can't wrap our minds around it. But it's soothing, isn't it? Just let yourself feel that for a moment. Blue, blue sky. And let yourself imagine that you're getting comfortable, however that looks to you. In the grass, in a chair, somewhere where you can behold the sky, but you can look around and see this beauty. Maybe you love to see the mountains, and so that's what you see in the distance. Formidable, amazing. Again, so inspiring. Formed over millennia. Just being what it is. And lifting our spirits with its majesty. Maybe you're looking instead, or also, over water. Feel the same way looking in an ocean. Vastness like the sky, from horizon to horizon. And the waves that play on the top of the ocean. You don't have to direct it, you just have to enjoy it. Imagine the freedom of letting our minds go like that, where we don't have to control every moment, every second, directing our minds to this task or that worry or that thought. But instead, let's breathe and imagine that we are that vastness. We just are. That depth. That the thoughts we have are just like oceans at play, just at the very top of who we are, not really affecting anything very deeply. That deep self we are may just be the observer of these thoughts that come and go. And so much life in the depth. Some we know of, some we don't, and that's okay. What if what we're aware of is okay, what we're not aware of is okay, we just know that it's just what it needs to be. The cycle of life, the circle of life, the flow of life, just playing out as it needs to be. Not only in nature, but in us. What if we truly trusted that we are, that we've always been right exactly where we need to be, contrary to what we've been trained to believe. But just let's play with that idea for a moment. What if? What if every step of your walking, whether you were in fear or in joy, was just the journey? Just at the tippy top of the truth of who you are. Just the waves coming and going, and really the depth was whatever you gleaned from that experience. The depth is the takeaway, the lessons, the wisdom accumulated. Oh, let's just be that for a moment. Feel that depth. Feel the comfort in knowing that there are beings somewhere closer at hand than we know that have known this truth all along, that hold this truth in keeping for us. The knowledge of who we truly are is known, appreciated, held for us in trust, allowing this to unfold as we reach for it, as we reach within and connect the two. It unfolds in perfect timing. It wouldn't be a journey if all the steps happened at one time. One page in the story at a time. It's all there. We're just focusing on one line at a time so that we can watch it unfold and appreciate every step. It throws a whole new light on all the mistakes we thought we made. Even those ones where we injured others, let's hold in the light that we were doing what we could with the knowledge we had at that time. The more wisdom we gather, the better we'll do. As we know better, we do better. I think Maya Angelou said that. As we know better, we do better. Trust that in yourself. Trust that many times your mistakes, they evolved to the point where they were good faith mistakes. And what I mean by that is you meant well, but you tripped up, right? Your heart in the right place, your intent being good. And again, that divine intelligence kicks us sometimes. It feels like a kick in the butt, but really, if we keep our eyes open and we're willing, the tools we get to move forward. And how many times have you blessed others because their pain matched something you'd already walked through? So you knew what to say. You knew what not to say. You knew how to reach out. You knew when to be quiet. We're all in this together, one step at a time, one feeling at a time, one healing at a time. Let's just feel into that truth. What if we let ourselves embrace all of our experiences, all of our tools, and rather than deny the wisdom collected, make those mistakes and that pain mean something by converting it to those tools and that wisdom. And it counts, you know? That's how it feels to me. It's just let it count by turning it into a golden tool. Golden when you're able to use it to help other people and to help yourself move forward on your path. So let's just bring in that energy of forgiveness. Bring it into your heart. See it as that golden glow of light that says, I accept you, all of you, as you are, right here and right now, with all of the things you've been through, all of the things you've healed, and all of the things you have yet to heal. You are on a path of uncovering the truth of who you are. I forgive you. And I move forward. Let's just really breathe that in. What does that mean to forgive the self? That I give for all of that pain and suffering, my understanding. That in place of the self-judgment, there's compassion. And see this one who is yourself as though you're sitting right in front of this one. And you would take their hands, and just as you would with any other being, you look in their eye. You see their pain, and you see their joy. And you see above all else their preciousness. And you say, I love you. I have compassion for everything you've been through. And I celebrate those victories. And I embrace that pain. And I see how you moved forward, and I see how you will continue to move forward. I see your preciousness. And know that seen or unseen, felt or not, there are many who surround you in this time. Imagine the faces of those who love you, both now in the physical, or maybe they've gone beyond now. So many people, and even ones you don't know, ancestors, teachers, guides, watchers, who are rooting for you and pour energy to you every day. Imagine that they are filling up that spiritual bank account of yours with their belief and their love and their trust and their faith. And they can see where you're going, and they are rooting you on. And by your acceptance and your opening up to it, you draw on that account, that unlimited account, to fill your spirit, to fill up that love and self-acceptance and gratitude and compassion. Feel that. Allow it into your heart. I often see that glow begin in the solar plexus, but whatever imagery helps you, do that. And then I see it move into my heart as I truly accept the truth, the feeling, the words. You cannot fall outside of God, the goodness. You are made of it. You can't switch the fabric that you are weaved from. You are made of goodness. You come from goodness, through goodness, and to goodness. What does that mean? That which would create, that which would lift. Goodness to me is that which promotes more life. Life that blesses and lifts. Life that recognizes the all, that recognizes the connectedness, and that we are a part of it. So in the spirit of connectedness, let's imagine all those other ones that we've called in before, and all those like minds around the world, and all those in need of blessing at this time. seeing their preciousness, us holding the vision and that consciousness for them, reaching back a hand if need be, and lifting them to the next step, just as ones are doing the same for us at the same time. Forming a chain, we lift thee all, one step at a time. We have all of eternity. We settle in and just walk forward. It is perfect, right here and right now. There will always be ones ahead of us, seemingly, always seemingly ones behind. It's all just in our awareness. We're all equally divine at any time. Sometimes you'll race to the head of the class, and sometimes you'll have to sit down. And that's just part of the process. It's all in divine order. All equally valuable, all equally precious. But as we bring this attention to these truths, we're holding them in the sunlight, casting away dark thoughts, embracing that we are ever moving onward. So let's feel into a truth that there are no problems or fears that fall outside of these truths we've just affirmed. That the illnesses going on on the planet at this time are part of these truths. Nothing is beyond God's healing ability. God's reach, God's power to transform. The compassion, the depth of knowledge. And let's just imagine for a moment that even now, all those ones from the other side are pouring knowledge into the minds that are reaching out for it. The scientific minds, the creative minds that are reaching for answers at this time, but know that divine inspiration is even now raining light onto them, lifting them up, inspiring them, thoughts clicking into place. How to serve, how to bless, how to best move forward. And also, likewise, all the spirits that need comfort in this time. We see those ones that love to just love and bless, pouring their hearts into virtual hugs, stroking the cheeks of those who need to know they are precious, who just need a break in this moment. All the frontline workers who may be tired at this time, just see as though someone would just hold them and let them rest. That energy is around them. That they know so many people pouring their gratitude and appreciation for all that they do. We pour this from all of the goodness to all of those ones who need comfort. Whether they work in a grocery store or a gas station, whether they are putting out fires or rescuing lives, it doesn't matter what that action is. Just if there is a need, it is met. Just see it raining down as like golden rain or snow, just that light of truth touching, blessing, lifting, soothing. Let's take this into our being and know that as we do, we're affirming these same feelings for those who have need. So let's picture all of that pouring down on us, and maybe it becomes a soft glow now, just pouring down over our heads, around our physical beings. As you breathe, you take this light and healing energy into your lungs, and it's golden. It has all the colors of healing in it. There's a golden light that says, this is something special. This is a boosted energy. Because so many ones are reaching out at this time, and so many ones are reaching for healing at this time. And so we affirm, pouring, comforting, deep within your body. Breathe it in. And maybe you see offshoots of blue and green. Whatever needs to happen is happening. You don't have to know how to direct it. If there is a need, it flows through your bloodstream, this healing energy. It flows through your airways. It flows through every system of your body. It flows through every organ, calling them to work in harmony, and every cell being reminded and touched of how to function to its highest. All systems firing as they are meant to be in your nervous system, both connecting, carrying all the impulses it's supposed to be carrying, and relaxing the ones that send signals of any disharmony. Instead, we replace with this flow of all is right with the world. That we're pouring in that clean energy that aligns with truth, the truth of your being. You are where you're meant to be, and we experience peace. Peace of mind, healing. Peace of body, health. Peace of spirit. A calm, peaceful energy itself. And I'm feeling like a bubble, that anything unlike that bubbles up to the surface and just gently releases. And instead you see yourself just surrounded and immersed in all goodness, all peace in this time. And let's imagine now that a person sitting before you is one who would guide and bless you. Someone with much knowledge. Maybe you know this face, maybe you don't yet know this face. But you see in the eyes a glow, a color that captivates you. So you must look deeper. If you're comfortable, imagine holding their hands, sitting together, and see them pour this goodwill into your heart, this knowledge and trust of your being, this acknowledgement of your divinity, this knowledge of your preciousness. You allow it to be. As you look deeper still, you see them begin to speak and you listen. So let's be quiet for a moment to feel what blessing or what words you say to them. What would you have me know in this time? And let's listen for that response. What would you have me know? gifts of wisdom. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for trusting me. You say to this one. Thank you for helping me to see my place in the all. Think about that for a moment. Can you say within your heart, this is a good time to place your hand over your heart, maybe the other one over your solar plexus, and just say, I accept my place in the all. I allow divine change to direct my steps and move me forward. I allow upward mobility. I am moving forward every day. I celebrate each day. I thank you for my life. I thank you for my loved ones. I thank you for my health. I thank you for my spirit. I move forward unencumbered by past, by present circumstances, because I walk with God, unlimited, unfettered. We walk forward. Feel that in your solar plexus. Feel the members of your community smiling at one another, playfully, joyfully, creatively, intelligently. We bless ourselves and we bless each other as we walk forward. Let's breathe out deeply. See yourself step back into that white room. Only all that I have need of comes back to my awareness. I let go of the rest. I am fortified and cleansed and renewed. And I see that all around me. I see that in myself. And I bring myself very gently back to this room and this place, this physical self, knowing I am so much more than this. Begin to move your hands and feet. When you're comfortable, you can open your eyes and be in this room, in this place. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for joining. I behold your wisdom. I behold your strength and power. We move forward, onward and upward, discovering, uncovering together. And we let it be so.